Good morning from Los Angeles. Here this morning, smoking my relatively new Danger custom built bent pot pipe. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of the few pipes I have that are not filtered. I'm also smoking the Sergeant Savinelli recommended Edward G. Robinson blend. I'm not going to do a review on that because he did such a great one, and I pretty much agree with him. It's a good tobacco. It tastes great. I did read something on this rather humongous tub, though. It says 100% foreign-grown tobacco. That's really kind of interesting because we export so much tobacco in this country. I'm wondering why this is like foreign grown. 100% foreign grown tobacco, and they have their offices, Sutliff, in Richmond, Virginia. Very interesting. If anybody knows why they use 100% foreign grown tobacco in a state that manufactures tobacco, give me a little comment. The other thing that I found kind of interesting is it's a warning label. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. And I was thinking, pretty tame compared to the tobacco warnings in Europe. I've seen a few of those. Things like, this is going to kill you. You're going to die a painful death. In fact, in one example, there was a pouch. It might have been, I can't remember who it was. Rhetoric, I think. It was opening each panel, and in each panel there was a new warning. Like, starts out with, this is going to kill you. Then he opens up a panel that says, no, really, you're going to die. And then you open it up and here comes death. So it's this really exerted effort to scare the hell out of people with regard to pipe tobacco. Nice to know the state has my back. Along with my Danger pipe came this wonderful little cup holder, cup insulator, with the Danger logo. You can see I have kind of rebranded my Starbucks coffee mug for a Danger coffee mug. Thanks, folks. And coffee does go very well with Edward G. Robinson. What I plan on doing probably next week when the tobacco arrives, Cornell and Deal's Daybreak is supposed to be manufactured to replace Dunhill's early morning pipe, a favorite of mine. I smoke early morning pipe in the morning almost every morning when I'm not working. So what I think I'm going to do is do a little comparison and smoke a little bit of that Daybreak and see how it kind of compares up, and investigate a little bit more into Dunhill's alleged getting out of the tobacco business, which a little cursory perusing of the web seems to suggest that it's true. A lot of the traffic came out in February of this year, of 2017, and Dunhill's response, or their manufacturer, was saying that the wind down takes between 12 and 18 months, which would put on the outside this next July for discontinuing the tobacco. Anyway, we'll see if there's any truth to the rumor. I'll just simply email the marketing guys at Dunhill Tobacco and see what they have to say. Get a little closure on this. All right, so what I thought I would do is do a little bit of a VR to SirSirap and his challenge or invitation to reflect upon what you're going to be doing next year. He doesn't like to have resolutions. He said he prefers to have goals, and I think I like that. Goals instead of resolutions. Interesting. Little Freudian slip. I said goals instead of revolutions. I think a lot of times our resolutions probably look a little bit like revolutions. As far as physical activity goes, if you haven't already guessed, I'm a bit inert. And yeah, it's something I'd like to work on. But I don't think I would want to have a resolution like I'm going to walk 4 miles every day, or even worse, I'm going to join a gym. Been there, done that. You're welcome, 24-Hour Fitness, who has a good chunk of my money. I think maybe what you want to do when you're setting your goals is to provide a context for setting their goals. If you're going to set goals at all anyway. I think a lot of times goals can be a friendly way to beat yourself up, to try and compensate or address every self-perceived deficiency. And especially harmful, I think, are the type of goals that attack or try to re-engineer a person's personality. There's nothing wrong with working on things in your personality, but complete overhauls, I don't know. I'm a pretty talkative guy, for instance, and sometimes I do a better job of talking rather than listening. But it doesn't mean that I need to set my resolution that I will stop talking to people and start listening to them 100% of the time, or I will become more of an introvert than an extrovert. Things like that. Maybe you should focus on something like, I should do a better job of listening. And then when I do have something to say, make it something that's more healing in nature rather than critical, perhaps. Something to strive for. I guess that's okay. But if we start to build this list, all the things that we need to change, it's just a little daunting, isn't it? It's just a way of constantly reinforcing the idea that we're not okay or we're not enough, or there's nothing wrong with thinking we can be better, but when you hit yourself with 5 or 10 resolutions and then you don't achieve them, I think it just feeds into something that's not altogether that healthy. Here's my idea. I think it's good to set goals in areas of your life that you think need some growth. Nothing wrong with that, but limit it to one or two. I think the next thing that I would suggest is to take stock in the growth that you've achieved over the past year. Look at your successes. Look at things that you've been proud of, and rightfully so. Don't just plunge into what is lacking without also considering what you've been gifted with, how you've helped others, or the good that you've done. I think our resolutions or our goals should be put in the context of things we've already achieved. I think it's very difficult sometimes to make progress if we don't appreciate how far we've already come. I guess to that end, I would think that if one was climbing a mountain, and as I've already alluded, I'm really not so inclined to climb mountains. Although maybe I'll get back up into Griffith Park and do a little hiking. We'll see. So you're climbing a mountain, and you're about halfway up. Might be a good idea to turn around and look how far you've come. Give you an idea of what you can do, so that it gives you a little bit of momentum, a little bit of courage to continue on. And there's nothing wrong with making a resolution that's a continuation of a resolution or a goal that you made last year. My resolution this year, or goal, is to not make any resolutions or goals. Except one. To enjoy my time on this earth, to enjoy my pipe, enjoy the company of friends and family, to have more gratitude, I suppose, or to let the gratitude that I have express itself with more smiles and laughter. I was looking at my commonplace book. A commonplace book is a book that you use to write down all sorts of things. When you're reading or you're listening to the radio or watching TV and something comes across your path that you would like to remember, put it in your commonplace book. I have quite a few volumes of these that over the years as I've read my books, I write things down. I think I'll kind of close my video today with an homage to Sergeant Savinelli's Pensées that he distributes on a daily basis. If you haven't seen any of these, you got to check them out. This comes from a character in a television series. Maurice Minifield in Northern Exposure said this. I can't really do his Texas accent, and I wouldn't want to offend my brothers and sisters from Texas, so I won't even try. But here we go. This is what Maurice Minifield had to say about encountering the inexplicable. A reasonable man, a sane man, a healthy man, when he encounters the inexplicable, forgets about it. Happy New Year, peace, and prosperity to you all. Hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.